Hey guys, welcome back. So today we have a really fun video. I'm going to be trying different decades makeup, and I don't know what decade I'm doing yet. It's going to be a surprise. I'm not using the makeup products from that time period. I'm just doing like the makeup trends. But I'm really excited, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So for this video, I have a bunch of decades in this cup. I have the 1920s through the 2000s, and I'm basically just gonna pick one, and that's the decade that I'm gonna do the makeup for. So I don't know yet. I'm gonna pull this and then I'm gonna do a little research and figure out what it looks like and do my best. And I'm really nervous about which one I'm gonna get. So, because I feel like 1920s through like the 1950s, like half of them, I know absolutely nothing about. Maybe even the 1960s. I feel like 1970s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, I know a little bit about, but the other stuff I don't, and I'm like so nervous. I do know some of them have like really thin eyebrows though, so if that's the case, I might have to try and cover mine. But I don't know if I have the stuff for that. Anyway, I have shuffled these already, and we're just gonna pull one out. Oh, I grabbed two. Okay, we have our paper. I'm kind of nervous. Oh, guys, I got 2000s. I kind of wanted this one. I think this one's going to be really, really funny. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of research and then we'll be back. So the 2000s and the 80s are the ones that I think are going to be the most fun. So I'm really excited that I got the 2000s. I just did a little bit of digging, and some of the stuff that I think encapsulates the 2000s. I found a lot of stuff. I found like really thick eyeliner, smudged makeup, or there's the very like glowy, I guess glittery is more the word, glittery, shimmery, colorful route. And that's the route I'm gonna go. For this video, I just feel like I have more products to make that one work. So just to give a breakdown on what I'm gonna do is I am going to cover my eyebrows and make them pretty thin. I do have a glue stick. So hopefully that works. I've only done that a couple times. And the glue was old, so it took forever to dry. And that might be the case with this one, but I made it work, so we'll see. There's that. I also saw like purpley and like blue eyeshadow. Like nothing too bright, but like still has color. Glitter was like a big one, especially on eyeshadow. So I'll add that. Pink blush. A lot of this stuff honestly aligns with like what I do on the daily. But it's just a little bit more. And then lips, from what I could see, were pretty light, but very glossy. And then I feel like overall it's supposed to be kind of shimmery, but not, I don't think it was too bronzed or anything. So that's kind of what we're going to go for. And we're just going to hope that everything goes well. So let's get started. Something else that was super popular was the white inner corners and like white eyeshadow. So I think I might do white eyeshadow and then like a purplish color and then glitter. I wish I could show you guys like a inspiration picture, but copyright confuses me, so I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna try our best. But yeah, now let's actually get started. So first things first, we're gonna get my eyebrows covered. So I'm gonna glue them up and let them dry, and also probably put on like a decent amount of powder over it so that it dries a little faster if it's old. So I have this spoolie and we're just gonna kind of like brush it up right now. There's nothing really in them yet. I'm just trying to like brush them out so they look like that, because these are definitely not 2000s. Like 2000s were skinny. But it's also gonna be interesting. I'm not good at eyebrows like at all, so it's gonna be really fun. Then we're gonna take the glue stick and we're just gonna glue them up. Okay, they're glued. This is the first round. Normally you have to do a few, and some people suggest even scooping some of it and spreading it over. I'm probably not gonna do that just because like it takes so long to dry. I'm just gonna let this sit for a little bit and then I'll do a couple more rounds, but I'll be back once these are completely glued down. I believe my eyebrows are covered with glue. Obviously they're not covered, but I can't feel any of the texture, and this went significantly better than it did last time. I think this glue worked way better. I had Elmer's glue, but it was like the clear one, and it was like really old, so it took forever to dry last time. This one I only needed 2 coats. This part right here I think is going to be the only part where we struggle because I could not get it down. But I think it's pretty good. It's so weird. It's like so smooth. But first I'm going to put just a little bit of concealer over it before we start anything else. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot a step 2. So what I'm actually going to do first is a little bit of powder in case the glue still has it's still a little sticky. Even though it feels pretty dry to me. So I'm just going to take some powder and dab it on there so that it sticks to any of the extra glue. Now we're doing concealer. I've only, like I've said, I've only done this like once, and I don't really remember. I know I used like orange eyeshadow over it, like color balance, whatever. I honestly think it's on my YouTube channel, actually. I did it for a video. Well, I did it for a photo shoot. I made a video out of it. And now we're just gonna blend this out. I have some of it covered. Obviously, it's not fully covered yet. This is just the first layer of stuff. I feel like I look like Jack Frost. Is that his name? The guy. He's in that movie, you know? I think that's his name. This looks crazy, though. Okay, sorry, moving on. We're going to finish the eyebrows throughout the rest of the makeup steps. So first, I'm just going to go in with primer. Even though I'm taking this off after the video, I know primer like helps it stay. It also just kind of creates less of a dry base. I feel like my skin is also very dry, especially right now. So putting this on kind of helps with that. Helps just makeup application go so much smoother. So that's why I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put some up here too, because I'm also really dry on my forehead. Now we're gonna go in with foundation, and I'm gonna go over the eyebrows. Yeah, so we're gonna basically do foundation, go over the eyebrows, and then we're gonna do orange eyeshadow, I think, and then more concealer. This is the foundation I use. It's Charlotte Tilbury, and this is like the full coverage one, so I'm hoping it works pretty well on the eyebrows. Foundation is on. Eyebrows are disappearing more and more with every step. I'm going to go in and do a little bit more concealer on them. Oh, it's so crazy. I can't even. Now we're going to go in with some orange eyeshadow to kind of balance this out. The only issue is I don't have my good orange eyeshadow with me right now, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a darker one. I honestly think I'm just gonna use my finger instead of like getting on a brush. So we have our little bit of orange eyeshadow, a little bit, it's kind of messy, but now we're gonna do concealer again. Hopefully this is the last round of concealer that we need. So they're about as covered as they're gonna get. I have one more little thing. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more of my foundation just over that, so that any of the different coloring from concealer will blend with the rest of the skin. And then I'll set it with powder. So eyebrows are about as good as they're gonna get. I think they'll look a little better once I have the new ones over top of it. But now I'm gonna do just regular concealer, like where I would normally put it. And we're just gonna kind of go about the makeup routine now. I'm nervous for once I get to the eyebrows because I'm not good at them. So now that it's like really bright, I'm going to put more powder on, this time on my whole face, not just my eyebrows. And just kind of tap that on. Also, I have no clue what I'm doing. This is just like a random, this is not a tutorial, this is just me doing random stuff. Okay, now I'm not going to do bronzer because like I said, I feel like it's not very bronzed. I also, when I put the foundation on, I put a little bit, just like I tapped it over my mouth so that it would be kind of like a lighter color. Yeah, so yeah, next step is blush since I'm not doing bronzer, and I'm just gonna use Rare Beauty. And normally I put my blush here. I feel like it needs to go kind of on like the apple of my cheek, like right here, I think. This is very pink, so I think it'll be fine. Yeah, basically, yeah. Next we're going to do, I was gonna say highlighter, but now I kind of think I need to just do the eyebrows. I think for that, I'm gonna use just like brown eyeshadow and pray for the best. I feel like this gives me a goth. Like anytime eyebrows are covered, it's like, gives me a goth, you know? Anyway, so I'm gonna use brown eyeshadow and this brush that I found. I'm very limited on the supplies that I have because a lot of my supplies are back at school. But yeah, we're just gonna go in. This is the peach one. We're gonna go with this one up here. And here goes nothing. I think I'll be fine with like getting the shape. I think making them even is going to be the thing that drives me insane. So this is probably gonna be a time lapse starting now. Okay, so they're not 100% even. I have like the shape done. I'm gonna go and make them a little bit thicker. Some people did have eyebrows like this, but I'm gonna make them just a tiny, tiny bit less thin. Honestly, they don't look that bad. Like, I mean, like the work I did, like I think they look pretty good. Also, I'm kind of like understanding why people did this. Like it kind of serves. I'm not gonna do it, but I understand. If you were in the 2000s doing this, I understand. This part right here is bothering me, but I could not get it covered. For the life of me, I could not get it covered. So if I just scooch back and like turn my head, can't see it. Plus this eyebrow is better than this one. If I would fix anything, I would make them a little lower, but I mean they're kind of just where my regular eyebrows are, just like right in the middle. So it's okay. We're gonna cover that with eyeshadow anyway. So now I'm gonna actually do highlighter, and this is also just Rare Beauty. I'm gonna put it like here and here. Highlighter's on. I just put it here and then I put a little bit under my eyebrows. So I also have this like powder one, which I think I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna put it like on my nose. It's giving 2000s, guys. I don't know. I was born in 2004, so I was not doing my makeup then. Now we're gonna get into the fun part of this, which is the eyeshadow. I love not cleaning my brushes, so I don't really have a good one to use. I'm just gonna use my finger for this. I'm gonna first do just like a white eyeshadow over it and make it pretty light. And then we'll go in with the purple. So just kind of like that. Obviously I'm gonna blend it, but yeah, I'm just gonna go in with the white first. As you can see, this is like just lighter than this one, and which is kind of what I was going for with the white eyeshadow. I also might do just the tiniest bit underneath my eye as well, but I'll decide that in a little bit. Yeah. Like, I feel like already it's giving 2000s. Maybe I'm insane, but I think it is. The inspiration here is kind of like Britney Spears also, so even though I didn't show a picture, that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. And I'm honestly really shocked that I got 2000s for this one. I really thought I was gonna get like the 1940s and I was gonna be like, I have no clue. But maybe in a later video, who knows. Yeah. So my face is very like, right now. So let's do the purpley bluish kind of thing. I'm not trying to do like a dark blue or purple. This is supposed to be kind of like light and fun. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't necessarily have the right makeup for that, but I have this like bluish. I think that's what we're gonna go with because that's the lightest cool tone color I have. And I'm also just gonna do this with my finger because, like I said, my brushes are disgusting and I don't want to make my everyday ones blue. So, and then I also have this like magenta-ish color that I think I want to kind of blend with it. Like, I don't know, I just kind of like those together. The only other thing that I really wish I could do would be to add a little bit of color under my eye, but I'm trying to see if I have a brush. Maybe I'll try and use something like this and I'll tap a little bit of the blue under my eye. And maybe I'll try and help blend out stuff a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in with the white again and kind of just pat that over everything, kind of lighten it up and help blend it together. So here it is. That's the eye makeup, kind of. I'm not fully done. I also have this glitter stuff from Fenty that I'm going to tap over it because I think that'll add the kind of 2000s shimmer people do. I don't know how visible it's going to be in this lighting though. So we're shimmery and everything. Now I'm going to do my mascara, which I'm just going to do like the same. I am going to do bottom lashes, which isn't something I normally do, but we're going to do it just because I think that'll add to it. And I think maybe that's giving 2000s. I don't really know. 2000s is it giving? I'm not fully done yet though, so don't answer that question yet. Now we're going to do the lip gloss, and then after that I do think we will be done. So what I'm going to do for this, because they also had like shimmery lip gloss, is like I'm gonna add this light pink and then I'm gonna put some more of this like shimmer stuff in it. Wow, in it. Well, it's like on. Okay guys, 2000s makeup is done. I also had this like clip and I don't know, is that giving 2000s? Maybe it's 2010s, I don't know. But yeah, I only had one pink one, so I have a clear one over here. But overall, I think it's pretty good. But let me know if you did makeup in the 2000s. Let me know if this is even accurate. But it actually turned out better than I thought it would. So yeah, if I did bad, let me know. If I didn't, also let me know. But I think it's pretty decent. Don't get too close though. You can really see the eyebrows. So I'm gonna stay back here. Oh, and let me try and get out a light so that you can see the glitter on my eyes. Okay, I don't know if the video got different or anything. It's definitely way closer to my face. I switched to my iPad so that I could use the flashlight on my phone. Do you see it shimmering? Anyway, you can see it shimmering, and you can see it there too. That's so good. There you go. Anyway, I feel like that adds to the 2000s effect of it. We're gonna switch back to my phone because this is scaring me that it's so close. Anyway, this is the 2000s makeup look. 2000s. Let me know how I did, if it's awful, whatever. If you want to see more that aren't 2000s. The eyebrows are throwing me off so much. But anyway. Yeah, that was it. And that was the video this week. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know because I can do so many parts to this video with a bunch of different decades. And that's kind of what I'm planning on doing. But if you guys don't like it, then I probably won't. So anyway, subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok for more content. And remember that I post every Friday at 3. Bye!